My sister Mary Jane.
Yeah.
What's happening, man? You look good. Always beautiful, man. Always on top of you. For sure. What's some pieces on your neck? What's them about?
Oh, this is a rose quartz. It's a crystal for like protection, and it's wrapped in copper, pure copper. It's essential for our melanated people. And this, they call it an evil eye, but it's actually...
I was going to say, it do look like an eye.
Yeah. It's actually to protect you from evil eye. Anybody trying to throw any, smear campaign or, anything harsh or wishing death or anything negative, It's like...
So that thing fighting off bullshit.
Yeah, it's a protection. So I wear it. An extra protection, even though I'm already divinely protected in the spiritual aspect of things. But it's just the extra protection. It's kind of like... what's the word I'm looking for? It sends it back to the sender. Return to sender. That's what I'm looking for. Yeah.
How you been doing since court? Since things didn't go in your favor. How you been?
Yeah, I just had to take a breather and step back to kind of analyze everything. It came to my attention that when we were in court that day, the way that they did things just didn't seem like it was legally right. There wasn't a court reporter in the room.
You know what? It wasn't.
No, there wasn't.
It wasn't.
And,
a stenographer.
When they, make you raise your hand and stuff, it's supposed to be recording. I don't think no recording was going on. So
you can ask for those records.
Yes, and that's what I sat back and analyzed and thought about it. So I filed an appeal and I request the records. And if the records is not there, then that's going to just confirm my suspicions that, again, what I said.
They're all working together.
They're all working together.
They're all working together. Ain't that
crazy? For him to dismiss my case when I had the evidence, and I felt like I had enough evidence to prove it. And during the time when I was trying to present my evidence, he kept, oh no, save it for later, and just kind of bamboozling.
Kept pushing you off to the side.
Yeah, and then when it was time to present it, he's like, oh no, your case is closed, it's dismissed. So that's why I feel like, it was part, they were all part of it, Yeah. But like I said, I'm going to file an appeal and go from there. So
yeah, keep pushing.
Just keep fighting, yeah.
Mary, how's your kids affected by this?
Oh, it's
because they're watching everything you're going through.
Yeah, it's been crazy. To be the mother that I am and the mother that I've always been, to have that changed overnight and for so long, for 3 years. I hate to say that I had to put my kids on the back burner because, when injustice is done to you and you're innocent and that you're being attacked after attack, and it's coming from all kind of directions. It's like, I have to keep fighting to prove that I'm right and to prove that, I've been wrong. So I've had to put my children's needs on the back burner, and that is probably one of the most devastating parts of this journey.
Yeah.
Because my kids have been affected by it,
Yeah.
And
that's your biggest pain, I can tell.
Yeah, that is. It is.
Because you'll get through everything else. You've done things like this before.
But just trying to make up for the lost time and the damages that has been done. And, like I said, my kids has been affected by it too, because, the grades are slipping, they're acting out in school. And, my kids are honor roll students, National Honor Society. And I know, not being there, in the schools that I'm usually parent teachers conference. I'd have missed so many of that. My kids play sports and I have not been able to be available because it's been so draining, and then even just going to court and having to go back to court. I have to file an appeal and the paperwork and the process, and the courts, they just give you the runaround. Like they was telling me, oh, you can sue somebody for defamation in small court. And when I did all that paperwork, went to all that extent, I get to courtroom, wait for the court date, get there, and then for them to tell me, oh, you can't file for discrimination, defamation of character in this courtroom. You have to get an attorney. So that's why the one person
You got to pay more money.
Yeah, the one person ended up walking away thinking she won, but in reality, I just went the wrong way to do it, and I don't have the financial for the attorneys and stuff. So that's what's been the holdup, and it's been hard here in Ohio for any tenants to have any real rights because they're all for the
and it's
the
funny
landlords.
because a lot of messages came in and people actually dealt with the same complex.
Yes.
But I'm gonna ask you something that I think I know the answer to, but I have to ask you because you know one of your audience wanted to know. Did you ever think about just letting it go?
No, because I'm just too far in it.
Yeah.
And then, like I said, when you know you're
it's your rental history online.
Yeah.
People don't understand.
Yeah,
that
you know you're innocent. It's like, how can you just keep on going about like nothing happened?
Yeah.
I mean, they didn't just take away my possessions. They took away my whole livelihood. They took away 3 years out of my life and away from my children's life. We were happy. Mm-hmm. You know, my kids, we were vacation twice a year. You know, I've been a single mother since 2016. I was coming out of a domestic relationship, trying to, you know, just get enough money to put down on a home for my 5 remaining children that's still in the home. You know, and that's why I went to that company and went to that property, and to be just my whole life flipped around. Yeah. You know, for no apparent reason. I mean, for just pure jealousy, that was the start of it. You know, pure jealousy. And to be in my 40s and experiencing stuff that, you know, it's like. So
how and we had small. I'm gonna relive a conversation that we had prior. How you gonna handle it in the future, because you're going to always have that envious challenge when it comes to other women, because again, like I told you, you have natural beauty. Yeah. You don't need makeup. Yeah. You have a good heart.
Yes,
you have any
I really do.
You don't have any surgeries.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? You have a tight-knit family.
Yes.
Those are things that just make people envious of you just from the exterior. Yeah. And you may have to run across that again. Yeah. How you gonna handle this time, man? You can't get ugly.
Yeah,
you can't.
And you can't fight every battle.
You can't fight. You
fight every battle, especially when you have too much to lose. You know, there's people out here just angry and walking around and just want to project that onto you because they're having a bad day. I can't fight every battle and beat up every chick that's jealous of me. What they gonna do? Try to damage my face? What they thought they did? It was only temporary, but I mean, I'm healed. The scars has went away, but the inner scars is still there. The memory of it is still damaging. But
I think moving forward,
you know, I'm at since the attack. You know, it has really just made me realize you know, just keep that thing on me.
I know that's right.
And I'm not going front, not gonna lie. If anybody else try me, it's gonna be shoot first, ask question last. Right. But that's how my mentality is.
Well, you got to protect you and your children, and I understand that. And y'all went through. I've seen the pictures. Yeah. I wish you had that picture with you now, but because
I have it on my phone. Yeah.
Do you?
Yeah.
Let me see.
It's been online.
Let me see. Because they really did it. Is it upstairs?
No, it's in the bag there. Yeah.
Go ahead, grab it. You can grab it.
Yeah, but that's just like the side effects of, you know, being ambushed and attacked by 6 people. It's like, you know, that's where my mind is. So,
right.
You know, no medication can really help that. Even though they prescribe medication and they want you to go to therapy and you sit down and talk to a stranger that can't relate, don't have the background, you know, doesn't know what you actually been through, you know. So yeah, I mean, therapy could be good for some people, but in my situation, therapy wasn't really good for me because, like I said, it's just when you go into the therapist, you're basically just reliving and having to keep talking about it. It's just reliving the trauma. Well,
this is kind of like therapy too, except this is except it's an out loud platform to talk. You know what I mean? We're not chasing
more people, and I'm not just sitting there talking to one person.
We ain't giving a shit about the HIPAA laws.
You know,
we care about living out loud.
Giving my story and telling it, so you know, if anybody else is going through it or anybody else is in a situation,
Yeah, I was just concerned about the future when you move, man, because you're gonna always run into that. Do you document everything? Like, do you record people's conversations?
Yes.
I tell everybody download that mic on your phone.
I'm telling you, and that's one of the issues that they try to flip around, because I was recording everything. They said, "Oh, you're recording me. Why are you mad?" I'm recording for my safety.
Yeah,
I'm
paper
gonna
trail.
I have to record, and anywhere I go, I feel like I have to record.
Let me
Yes.
see. Oh, wait, hold it up for me.
Okay. Yeah, this is what they did.
Tap it. It went dark.
Oh, okay. Yeah, this is from me, June 12th, 2023. I was attacked by 3 teenage boys and 3 women. They ambushed me and my daughter while I was 17 weeks pregnant. The teenage boy, he's got 2 years, 7 months, and he's actually about to be released this month.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, he kicked me in my eye, busted my eye vessel. I had cuts and stuff in my head, so I was bleeding real bad. Lip busted. My lip has never went down, never the same after that.
And all in all, the kids had to see all this.
Yes, and my children had to see this, for the whole time. I got kicked in the head. That's where you see the cuts and stuff at. I was bleeding all in my head.
Mary, that was really bad.
Yeah, I had memory damage. And yeah,
So nowadays that while you're trying to get over this hump, how's your nights?
Oh, it's terrible. The lack of sleep, the nightmares.
What type of nightmares you have?
Nightmares that someone's trying to kill me. I'm always looking over my shoulder. My dreams well, I'm not gonna say dreams.
You scared to sleep with the door shut in the room?
No, I stay protected now.
Yeah.
But just to have to make sure before I leave the house, I got to have my protection on me.
Yeah, I'm trying to picture what it looks like at home after being attacked like that. I mean, everybody's different. Some people lay in a corner. Some people say, "Hey, I'm staying in the front room."
No, I sleep peacefully in my bed.
As long as you got that toy with you.
It's the whole thought of I'm making sure my doors is locked, all my windows is locked every night before I don't even really open windows up, just in case I do forget to lock them. And just the whole, I keep weapons all around the house. If somebody break in the front door, I'm going to make sure I have something in the back door.
Right.
The back door, if somebody's coming through the front door, if somebody's coming through the living room window, I have something right there, so.
Are you worried about something coming back on you?
Oh, yeah. I definitely, I don't want to say worried, but I'm just cautious now.
Yeah.
You
should be.
Yeah.
Because people
I
are
know
ignorant.
people done spread stuff and spread lies online. And I mean, I had bitches, if I can say that, bitches messaging me from Chicago threatening me.
Really? All the way in Chicago?
Yeah.
So
you bring your ass to Columbus, you be living in a body bag. I don't give a fuck what you thought they did. Like I said, it took 6 motherfuckers to take me down. But maybe because of that wrestling shit, but they already knew. but to be 17 weeks pregnant, so that's where they also had the advantage of that, because I was pregnant and.
You look pretty solid though, Mary, man.
Yeah, I am.
You got some.
I done dumped some bitches in there.
You got the little tiny.
Like I said, they had to take 6 of them, but they heard about me. I guess they heard about me previously. That's why they wanted to have 6 people. But besides that, it's really not no fucking matter. But,
the good thing is that it's behind you. Now we're on that next chapter.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But the pain that you still carry on a daily is what I was concerned about, because you got to carry yourself on. You got to still be a mother. You still got to take care of things.
Yeah, because it's really like when my kids, they kind of like irritated with me because I'm so paranoid. Like, and oh, mommy, this is not gonna happen. And if somebody do something at school, what they do? I'm like a bulldog, route, just like ready to attack on attack mode. And my children know that, all that came from all that. My mom has been through a lot, that's the side effects. But they like, mommy, nothing's going to happen. Nobody's doing nothing. And, the teachers don't even fuck with me because they know I'm ready to, I'm ready to hurt somebody.
What type of questions do they ask or comments do they make?
they just say, "Mommy, stop being so paranoid." 'Cause when I go out, like I said, I always gotta make sure I keep the strap on me now. Like, I can't forget nothing at home,
and you should.
Yeah, so it's like
you should. They did something to you right there.
Yeah, so even like when they're at school and I ask them every day, "Did y'all have a good day? Did somebody mess with y'all? Somebody bully you?" It's that whole mentality of just being bullied. I've been bullied all my life. To be honest, I've been bullied all my life. A lot of girls back from middle school, from elementary on to high school.
Is that why you got the wrestler?
Yeah.
How tall are you, Mary?
5'3". I'm 5'3".
5'3". You lucky. You're supposed to be a midget.
Yeah. I just made it over it. Yeah, just made it over. Probably my head, because my head big enough.
You stupid.
My head brought up the other inches.
And then get the little stubby little hands.
Yes, I'm talking about my little sausages.
Your little sausages.
Yeah, my little sausages. Anything y'all say is not all my flaws is right here. My little sausages.
But everything fits you.
Yeah.
Everything fits you. It's not a deformity.
No.
And that right there is enough reason to make a neighbor hate on you.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's why I said your aura. Just the way you love yourself.
The way you love yourself.
Yeah, people just,
it ain't just about the proportion, but the way you care about you and how you move.
And it's like, and then like just when I was in that environment, I mean, like I said, they were coming up to me, "Oh, you think you're better than us?" And I'm just like, where does that come from? I'm just doing me. Like, you're watching me do me, and I'm just living my life, trying to be a good mother. Well, I'm not trying. I am a good mother, but in that situation, in that household, in that environment, it was just terrible because I was surrounded by women that had, children's service cases. They were on drugs, not to toot my own horn, but I respect the drug addicts that mind their own fucking business. You don't start drama.
Right.
There's the ones that just want to,
be all in your business.
Yeah, it's just like starting problems for nothing. Like, like I said, out of anger or just mad because they're having a bad day, or my baby daddy pulling up in the Benz. Y'all mad at that? Y'all mad that my baby dad come get his kids, or even his girlfriend. Yeah. I could call her up and she come take care of my kids. Y'all mad at the extra
all
support?
That bills hate.
Yeah, it was crazy, but
all that bills hate.
Like I said, I'm just just doing me. And,
I'm gonna help you up, baby. We're gonna get a good thumbnail out of you because I appreciate you, man. We had these conversations. You be laying it out. Anything you want to say to any of your sisters out there?
I love you. I love you guys. I love all my sisters. I love all my pretty, beautiful black women. I just want y'all to just don't be jealous of another woman. Inspire, help her out. Say hi. Start the conversation. Speak first, Somebody might just need a hug or just need to say, "Hey, you're beautiful today," Even if that woman's walking up with a frown on her face or looking you up or down, break the ice.
Break the ice. Y'all heard that from my girl, Mary Jane. Let's go.